Okay, it's day 183. This is part one, and this is the what I call the thumb drive article. This is the Daily Caller. It looks like Luke Rosiak of the Daily Caller went to Faisalabad and went to Lahore, Pakistan, as well as possibly Karachi, Pakistan. This looks like Lahore. And what Luke has said here is he found the ex-business partner of Imran's father. So the ex-business partner of Imran's father, who I know is Muhammad Awan, but in this article is called Haji Ashraf Awan. I know him as Muhammad Ashraf Awan, but in this article he's known as Haji. Anyway, he's saying that the father, father Ashraf Awan, is the one that gave thumb drives to Rehman Malik. So this reminds me a lot of Schindler's List, where the little boy is asked who is the leak, and he points to the dead guy saying it's him, meaning this is the classic defense where things start closing in on the defendants and the co-conspirators, where you blame something on somebody who's dead or supposedly dead. So at least now we're seeing cover stories for how the data got exfiltrated from the United States, from the White House to PAC-ISI. And in this article, Minhas here says, Minhas to Malik here, the thumb drives went from Imran's business partner, Imran's dad. They went from Imran's dad to this PAC-ISI guy who was Malik. And there's 4 other officials that he said he gave it to him. The reason why I don't necessarily, I'm not saying that didn't happen in the past, but the reason why I don't like the USB story is because of all the metadata we have with Imran Awan with removable hard drives. We have the removable hard drives that I discovered at his house in April 12th last year, about a year ago. We have the John Wilkes phone booth a few days earlier with the removable hard drives. We have the removable hard drives and the Blackberries, which I'm going to start calling NukeBerries, because I believe those were the Blackberries that did the discussions for the Iran nuclear deal. So those NukeBerries were also found, along with removable hard drives again, not thumb drives, on the night of the inauguration. So this is a good sign in one way, I believe. Throwing things and throwing guilt on somebody who's dead, throwing it away from the hard drives toward thumb drives, makes a lot of sense. You should read the article and see, but at least we have a couple new names to bring to the table and talk about how data got from point A to point B. I understand why people would want to do this. They don't want Imran to go to jail, as well as any of the co-conspirators. But I think there's lots and lots of data that Mr. Pashinsky, the new Deputy Inspector General, has that will make this moot. There was, in this article, Pashinsky does say, or from the report, it is leaked, that all of the Democratic House information from it looks like the iConstituent data was moved to the caucus server before the election. Again, that's something Pashinsky and Grafenstein would have seen. That's something that they would have had to make available to federal election commissions. And that is, again, a dereliction of duty. A lot of people have said, hey, you should add Michael Pashinsky in terms of a dereliction of duty, in terms of financial fiduciary duty as well. I haven't made that decision yet, but I do agree with everyone. I agree with Pashinsky's assessment that the Awans did have the keys to the kingdom as systems administrators. I agree with Grafenstein's assessment that it was for nefarious activities, and it certainly was unauthorized access, 27 logins a day. This is good news in the sense that when people start creating alternative explanations of how data went from point A to point B, it shows that data did go from point A to point B. Exactly as we said, went from the White House and went from the Congress to PAC-ISI. That is definitely confirmed here. Otherwise, people wouldn't be creating alternative scenarios to explain why that happened.